Yeah, what is your ideal poet? I learn a lot from poets, more actually than from.
You put poetry in your work.
Yeah.
I mean, your narrators will
Who
spontaneously combust into
To
poetry
me,
Right.
sometimes.
I guess my favorite one is probably Bukowski, just because the language of his poetry is so simple, but they like the best of poems are also stories. You know.
Yes,
A
they are.
narrative poem, yeah.
Yeah.
Dick Hugo was like that
They
too.
tell
Yeah.
something. You know.
Well, that's one. I think that's one reason I like Hugo's poems. Yeah,
Hugo's
and
are
Bukowski stuff
Great
too,
stories.
because they are
But
stories.
there's a lot of
Right.
other ones that I admire greatly. You know, like Donald Justice.
Do you
and
like
Mark
the way that
Strand.
Bukowski takes the obvious and just simply does it better about being hung over or meeting a whore?
I think he just works so
or being
hard at it.
perverse,
Just
you know,
works so
or
damn
he
hard
works
at it
hard.
every day. He must have worked every day to have produced what he produced. I mean,
Oh, you mean you like just the volume?
well, not just the volume, but just the quality of it too, and all the short stories and things that he did. I mean, just such a large body of work that he accomplished.
You don't mind the
know, and-
unchanging attitude? I don't. But
No,
the
it doesn't
kind
bother
of,
me. He's writing about
half lit at
living
the racetrack and
living in L.A. and going to the racetrack. You know,
right.
Meeting these
It's
drunk
amazing
women.
just a guy can get that much pathos out of a situation where a guy's in love with a mannequin. You know, I can't imagine approaching a story where a guy's in love with a mannequin,
Right.
and achieving pathos. You know,
Right. He'll also
I can see it being
reports,
absurd, but not caring about the poor guy.
like Brown does at his best. He will report really abased thoughts that men of pride shouldn't admit, but do. You know, I mean, this is poetry to me. Somebody would just say
true.
something. You know, I'm like that, but I would never dare tell anybody. He would just blurt it, you know, and you say, and then you feel at home. You feel, my God, he had the guts to say that, you know.
But he says it with a lot of grace too.
He says it with grace.
You can say it without grace, and you can say
Right.
it with grace. Larry's characters do it with grace. They achieve that.
But he's a lot more misanthropic than you are, Brown. You
Well, that's
tend to
true.
you tend to like your folks.
Yeah, I do. I care about them.
Yeah.
I do care about even the worst ones.
He was a misanthrope. He was entirely.
You can't imagine Bukowski in Yoknapatawpha County or in Lafayette County.
I can see him pissing on Faulkner.
He would. It wouldn't be mean enough for him.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, he'd find something lousy at James Grocery though. Some guy who had pretensions and sob. He would go after that. But some people can't do with beauty and nature.
Yeah.
You know, they won't have I don't think you take L.A. out of. He loved L.A. because he could hate it so much. You know, he didn't have a subject. Those of us who've had L.A. experiences know where he is sometimes too. Yeah.
I like the land that I live in, you know. I mean, I have no problem being identified as a Southern writer because I think a lot of people I hear from identify with my work whether they live in Michigan but because they're about the relationships between people.